It is finally over. Wandavision has come to an end. What did you think of it? Let's talk about it. Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel. Here we talk about everything in geek culture, especially TV series. And man, Wandavision, it's over. There's a few things that we need to talk about. But first, if you can do me a favor, click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that are coming up here on this channel. There was sort of a lot going on here. And there were just some things that kind of missed the mark. For example, the whole Pietro, the fake Pietro, just kind of turned out to be a struggling actor trying to make a buck. They missed a chance here to really tie in the multiverse, which it probably maybe will be done later. So maybe WandaVision was not the show that we all expected it to be, the show to open all doors to the multiverse. Agatha reviews to Wanda how her powers kind of work, and she tries to strike a deal. If Wanda gives her powers to Agatha, then she would let her live in Westview and keep her family, and everything would be just dandy. But we all know how that turned out. And here we see Jimmy Woo confront Hayward, and we see what Hayward's real intentions here are once again. And I got a bone to pick with Hayward. He turned out to be this kind of mastermind, right? Trying to set up a few things and get Vision to work and become his weapon. But then he just kind of, just makes some real questionable decisions, like pulling out the gun on two superpowered kids. Like that was gonna turn out okay. And here we see the struggle of the citizens of Westview once Wanda kind of releases them from her magic. And she sees the damage that she's done to this town and to the people living under her, basically under her rule, people that have kids and significant others is like, hey, tell them not to come here. Please make sure that nothing happens to this person. So she really kind of feels what she's done. And obviously, because Wanda's a hero, she feels super bad about it and releases everyone. And we got a Doctor Strange reference here from Agatha when she says that Wanda is more powerful than Doctor Strange. It'll be really interesting to see in the movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness when Wanda joins it, see the power dynamic between the two. We see that Wanda has a really difficult decision to make. Save her family that can only exist within Westview, or save the town and the people in it. A very hard decision, man. If you were in her shoes, what would have been your decision? Would you save the make-believe life you have inside Westview, or would you just rather confront reality and just let everything go? And Wanda gets some teachings from Agatha and just turns it against her, because when we see the confrontation between Agatha and Wanda, and Wanda keeps attacking Agatha and keeps throwing balls of energy to the walls of Westview, we see that Wanda was actually creating runes. And the runes, as Agatha said, whatever's in between, in the middle of those runes, it's only the witch that casted the runes whose powers will work. We see that Wanda created the runes and left Agatha powerless. So checkmate. The most heartbreaking part of the entire episode was really seeing Wanda having to reverse Westview and taking it back to what it was before she transformed it. Her and Vision puts their kids in bed. They say goodbye to their kids. They go downstairs and they say goodbye to each other. Wanda tells Vision that he is a part of the piece of one of the stones that she got exposed to. And really, it was really emotional. But then again, we see in the conversation between Vision and White Vision that after Vision unlocks White Vision's mind, he comes to be and realize that he himself is Vision. Now he has all the memories and everything that's gone through between him and Wanda. He knows all about it now. And Westview ends just as it started, with Wanda in an empty lot, what would have been her house and her family, and where her and Vision would have lived. And it was really sad, and it kind of brought this essence of the show back, which I felt like it was missing a little bit with the past 2 episodes. I don't know if it had anything to do with COVID and how it was shot, but I just felt like that was missing a little bit. Now we have 2 post-credit scenes here, and one is from Monica Rambeau and the Skrull. And the Skrull tells Monica that basically Nick Fury is waiting for her up in space. So I think that's gonna set up Monica and Rambeau being included into Secret Wars or Secret Invasion. In the second post-credit scene, we see Wanda in this really beautiful place, and I don't know if you missed, she did make a barrier around that, and you can barely see it, so maybe that already tells how much stronger Wanda has gotten. But we see her, you know, drinking some tea or some coffee, whatever it is she's making. But then we see the Scarlet Witch version of Wanda going through the Darkhold, reading, learning, and absorbing everything, and getting more and more powerful by the minute. And then we hear what it appears to be the voice of her children calling out for help. I think this is huge, because I think what's happening here is that Wanda, Scarlet Witch, is opening up the doors of the multiverse by reading the Darkhold. She finds her family within the multiverse. That's huge. That's what I think anyways. So what did you think about the finale? Now that I've had a couple of days to digest, I think that there's a lot of things that went unexplained. So not only the finale, let me just talk about the whole series as a whole. I thought that the first few episodes were very well done. But some pieces of the writing here and there missed some of the marks. And missed some really big opportunities to use WandaVision as a place that opens up the doors, rather than being a TV series that it was just kind of a thing on its own, that it's kind of the preamble, the prequel to what's about to happen. I think that's really what WandaVision's purpose was, the prequel to the multiverse. And I think that maybe we have some fault in this as fans. I think that we kind of expected too much. We created these false expectations, these false hopes that seemed plausible and seemed feasible, but at the end of it, I think we just expected too much. We thought about too many things, and so when we didn't get them, we were disappointed. So I have to give the entire series of WandaVision a 7 out of 10. And this finale, even though it was cool at some point, but it missed the mark on some of those things that I talked about. So I'm also going to give it a 7 out of 10. So whole series, 7 out of 10. This one, a 7 out of 10. And I just feel like I wish there was some more explaining that was done with all this. I'm going to continue watching the Marvel shows. I'm going to continue reviewing them and watching the movies. I'm really excited for this next Marvel phase that's coming up and opening up the doors of the multiverse, which we already know that's going to happen. Down below, there'll be 2 videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video and share with all your friends. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.